New car parts, old car parts, new car not mine, old car new parts, big parts for old cars, old car with no parts.
We got no windows, do we?
More parts for old cars, construction, little car back from big trip, bigger car daily driver, old car broken daily, amateur YouTuber. Hey guys, I'm Billy, my garage is a mess, and this is BILLT.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway.
So my most recent video release was in June when I released the starter video for the Element. It's now August, and if you watched that most recent video, then you might remember me saying things like this. So I am going to try to start pushing for more and more frequent content, so I will probably start posting more regularly as we get closer to that point, and as you can tell, I haven't. Now with the most recent video being the starter, I don't really have a big backlog of things that I've shot already or want to shoot for the Element, but one of those things is I do want to revisit the motor mounts. Now the motor mount video is one of my most viewed videos of all time, and I actually wasn't going to shoot it initially, but I do want to go back and revisit some things, replace some of the mounts themselves, and talk about some of the things that I might want to do differently, or maybe buying different parts. Other than that, I don't really have a lot going on with the Element aside from driving it every day, since of course my white Civic was totaled, and I'll get to that later in this video. Oh, did I mention it was August? And that means that Miatas at the Gap has already come and went for 2025. I'm going to continue to dig through the footage from this event, and there will definitely be a video coming soon, but the last time we saw my Miata, I was dealing with the fallout from a 7-hour road trip back from New Orleans. Although there's nothing better than driving a convertible 7 hours in the rain, we did have a little bit of prep to do before Miatas at the Gap this year, which included new suspension and a little bit of fine-tuning of the rest of the car. I do plan on making that part of the Miatas at the Gap video for 2025, and there is going to be a few things coming soon, as well as us revisiting the interior and trying to do some fine-tuning with the intake system itself. And speaking of convertibles, in the last S2000 video, we went over some cosmetic upgrades and some of the things that I want to do next, and there's actually a pretty good backlog of some of the things that I have done or want to do with this car. If you watched the last video or you've been following along with some of my Instagram posts, then you know that I did the carbon fiber hood and the new wing, and I also ordered new wheels. What you didn't see yet was that I have new fenders and fender flares in order to make those wheels fit, and that there's a few more cosmetic upgrades that I want to get done before I take care of paint or wrapping the car. But before all that, I do have to take care of a minor coolant leak, as well as there are some more suspension upgrades that I do want to get done, on top of some that I actually have already done and I just haven't published a video yet. So stay tuned, I'm definitely going to try to get out some more content on this car soon, and there's definitely more to come. So I know I said I'd get back to this car, and I know that it's totaled, and of course it doesn't look like this anymore, but I also want to tie it to the hatchback because now I believe that the fate of these two vehicles is intertwined. So I did shoot a couple of other videos with this car before it got totaled, but I don't know if I'm going to go through and edit any of these. None of them really felt complete, and none of them felt like it was enough video to kind of make something that I would be proud of or happy about. So I really think there's really only going to be one purpose that I serve with this car. Now, if you watched the video when this car was totaled, I mentioned that there are a few options, and I've really settled on one, and that is to pull the power plant from this car and use it to power the hatchback. Now, for those of you that haven't been watching the channel or haven't seen any of my Instagram posts recently, the hatchback is really in the middle of a chassis up rebuild. Everything from the suspension, the wiring, the engine, the transmission, everything was torn apart, everything's going to get replaced, everything's going to be brand new, and hopefully everything will be good. Using the power plant from the white car will actually allow me to remove a variable when getting this car running, because I'll at least know that the powertrain is good, that the engine and transmission both functioned when I pulled it out of the car and put it in the new car. So that way I'm just troubleshooting things like the wiring and the brakes and suspension and everything else that I've touched on this car. With the amount of things that have been touched or changed on this car, having a known good power plant will actually just get me a couple steps in the right direction to getting this car back on the road, and then I can move forward with whatever my plans are from there. That being said, this will likely leave the shell of the white car as scrap, and it will mostly just get parted out or junked. So many of you likely noticed the 370Z shaped elephant in the intro, and if you want to see some content on this car, let me know. Drop a comment in the video. This is my wife's car, but that doesn't mean that we can't get anything done on this channel. I also snuck in a clip of our basement finish that has actually been eating up a ton of my time as well. I also never really addressed some of the changes in the garage, which is particularly this big opening. Now, it used to be just like a 2-car and a 1-car instead of like an actual full-size 3-car, and my dad and I, about 6 months ago, we actually took the wall out, as well as these max jacks. Like, I haven't fully installed these max jacks yet, but they are going to require a couple of more anchors, and they should be up and running soon, and this is really going to change the way that I operate within this space. Alright guys, so in the essence of time, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up to try to keep it as short as possible. Like I said, there's going to be a lot coming on the S2000. I got a ton of parts, from cosmetic to suspension to fixing the coolant leak, as well as anything that's happening on the hatchback, from getting the white car's power plant completely pulled, getting it prepped to go in the hatchback because there is a little bit of conversion there, and then basically anything I can do to get this back on the road. Also, keep an eye out for any more Miata content. Like I said, Miatas at the Gap is still coming out. It's going to be a little while because I am heading to Seattle to do another 24 hours of Lemons. A friend of mine invited me out, so I'm going to try to get a little bit more in-car or behind the scenes or race-related footage, where I think the last one was more of just taking the trip, being there, showing up and seeing what it was like, as it was my first time. This will be a little bit more intended experience because I am going to be part of the pit crew for my buddy's team, and that should be a blast. I also mentioned the Z. If you guys want to see any more content on the Z, it's not my car, but we can definitely do some more on the channel. It might be smaller stuff or maybe some comparison. Whatever it is, drop me a comment, let me know what you want to see, and as always, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next video.